So what we're going to do now is we're going to show you the skating techniques. Forward, backwards, lateral, left, right, and diagonal. So Johan's going to be skating here. Remember the rules. Goalie position. If you're European or you like that technique, high glove or balanced hands, 1, 2, 3 are going to be steady, and try to keep notice how Johan doesn't bob up and down. So the forward and backwards technique, inside edges and outside edges almost exclusively. Forwards, 1, 2, back, stop, push, backwards. Now Johan, push 1, 2 hard in front as opposed to skating forwards. That's it. Skate 1, 2, and backwards. Good stuff. Now, what we're going to do now is stop. Now, to go laterally, this is square laterally. There are 2 techniques, shuffle, and at the same time, there's also T-push. In the shuffle, go ahead, Johan, shuffle, okay? That's it. There you go. Now, these are the short strokes. You can also do the long strokes. You see how fast his feet are? He tries to bring his feet under him, and they're never too wide, otherwise he loses his stroke length. One more time, Johan. That's it. And then finally, for the younger ones, most often you'll see a T-push. Now, it's important that when you do a T-push, you bring your legs close together as fast as you can. T-push. Now, the young kids, sometimes that's what they favor. And you'll also notice as you get older, some kids prefer shuffle one way and T-push the other way. There's no right answer. The most important lesson in all of this is that you've got to get to the shot lane as fast as possible. If you're caught skating, you're late. Secondly, here we have now is forwards and backwards and the diagonal. So if you go forwards and you move, what we have here is just go, stop right there. So when you skate backwards and you have to go diagonally, it's like a shuffle, but you roll your hips and use the energy in pushing sideways. That's a diagonal push. That's a combination of the forwards, backwards, and then moving diagonally, something that we were doing earlier on. Now, some young kids do T-push left. Some young kids will use T-push. There's nothing wrong with that. Once again, it's about getting to the shot lane fast and not skating with your hands. Now, a little technique. Stand here. For the young kids that are trying to learn how to do this transition, what you want to encourage them is turn the hip, and push. Again. Turn the hip, push. As opposed to the shuffle going straight across. Come back, come to me. That's it. What we're trying to teach here is a diagonal push. So when you push diagonally, you roll your hip and push. And the same thing as if you do a T-push, you would go roll your hip and push. The combination is then you have a forward and diagonal push. Forward and diagonal push. As you see, he uses a T-push to go further. If you go forwards, backwards with a shuffle, one more time. And the last one, if you do this, then you're always in the shot lane and you're able to make a butterfly save that way. Good stuff. We're going to redo the skating drills, this time without the goalie pad, so that we have an idea of exactly what the footwork looks like for a young goaltender. The skating techniques are all the same if you're a pro or a child. The choice of the technique is a matter of strength and age, as we'll see. So in the forwards and backwards skating, once again, it's a push forward, stop, and backwards 1 foot. Forward, stop, backwards 1 foot. Stop on your left leg this time, and stay there, okay, when you get there. Stop. You see how it's the inside edge that he uses, and he tries to keep his shoulders as square as possible. The idea is that once he stops on that leg and he has to skate backwards, he goes backwards, and a small stop. Now the reality is that when he makes these stops, go again, Johan. Some people say, oh, when is it time to go out? Well, how fast or which leg you stop on is not important. It's a matter of when you come out, you're stopped on time. Okay, one more time. Fast motion now. You notice that his hands don't move. It's just his hips and his feet. Okay, now the next stop is the lateral motions, and that's the shuffle. Once again, just do short shuffles. What you want to do is you keep the moving foot light or square on the ice so that the edge doesn't bite into the ice. So you push with the back leg, the other way. Keep going, keep going. Okay. The same time, one more time. Now, if you're doing this properly, stop. As a young coach or a goaltender, you want to do this. As you do this trick, you want to do 1, 2, and you should be piling up snow on the same spot so that you're going left and right straight. One more time. Next step is the T-push. T-push, Johan, go ahead. Now when you T-push, you keep your knees bent, point to where you're going, the other way. Point to where you're going, and you stop with the same guiding leg. You push and stop with the other leg. Push with the back leg, point and stop with the other leg. Go. And back. Now, the diagonal, once again, up. 1, 2, push, roll your hips. You can shuffle, or you can T-push. Other side. Perfect. When you do the skating drills, the idea behind the skating drills is that as a goaltender, you always have to be in the shot lane. The player who has the puck is not necessarily the player that's going to shoot the puck. And that's the key about having all the skating skills, so that you're always in the shot lane. Focus on the puck, see the play. If there's a player in front of you who has the puck, make sure you play that puck. Watch that puck. But be aware that if the puck moves from one place or to another, your feet are going to get you there. Great goaltending requires great footwork.